What's good, guys? We're back at it again with another video. As you see from the title, today we have a Simeon Wilcher breakdown. This is currently the number 12 player in the class of 2023 in the ESPN 60. He's currently listed as, where I've seen it on a couple different websites, 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", depending on who you ask. So obviously this is probably a bigger guard. It's also the same thing with the position. So I've seen him listed as a point guard, seen him listed as a combo guard, seen him listed as a shooting guard. And for me, again, obviously he is on one of the younger classes, and I haven't really gotten too far into it yet. So I haven't seen too much. Like I always say, I've probably seen him clip here, clip there, ball his life, you know what I'm saying? Some probably went viral, I've seen it. But all I do really know is this is a New Jersey guard. He's from New Jersey. And I know about New York, New Jersey guards. These dudes are tough basketball players. They going to get it and they hungry. And, you know what I'm saying, they just been playing outside for most of their career. Unlike a lot of basketball players nowadays, they like to have it structured. No, a lot of these players from New York, New Jersey, they used to going outside and getting it. So they got the creativity. They trying to break you off. They trying to dunk on you. They're really trying to embarrass you every time they step on the court. So I already know this is probably a dog. Simeon, he's also already committed to North Carolina. And just me knowing, you know, of course, about the recruiting process, this is a pretty early commitment. Read up a little bit about it. He was saying, you know, they were letting him know that they needed him. Remember what I said in one of my other videos, that you want to go to a school that needs you, not that wants you, because the one that wants you, if they get somebody else they want, they going to play him over you. But if they need you, you know what I'm saying, they're going to make it a priority to get you in the game. So, you know what I'm saying, I like how he understood that early and made his decision. Excited to see, you know, what happens when he gets there. Also, with this breakdown, you know, this is obviously the high school season just kind of started, so I couldn't find too much film on him. So what I did was I went back to the EYBL from this summer. So I got 2 EYBL games we got some clips from, and then I got a couple clips from New Jersey Hoop Recruit, because this was like a couple weeks ago, and this was like maybe like a preseason thing. Just wanted to see, okay, did he add anything? Is there something different, completely different than what he was doing in the summer, just to see an updated version? I'm not going to hold you guys up any longer. Let's go.
Simeon does a great job, especially in transition, of knowing where his spots are and getting to them with ease, raising up and knocking down the shot. He's also a pretty solid spot shooter, and with a quick release, he can get it off easily, even with the contest. Teaching point on this possession, and I know he was in the air, but as a guard, once you see this big commit to you right at this point, once he starts to leave the ground, the ball has to get dropped off to your teammate instead of forcing a tough shot. Just another example of Simeon knowing where his spots are in the mid-range, get in there, that's a layup. Great outlet pass here by the big man, but also great job by Simeon, always having his feet set and hands ready. For all my guards, I know there's a tendency to think you can beat a press by yourself, but as you ascend the levels of basketball, you're starting to notice that it's going to get harder and harder, and you're going to need to use your teammates if you don't want to get a turnover. As you're going to see over these next 2 clips, Simeon always has his hands and feet ready to shoot, so if you leave him open more times than not, you can go ahead, count it from 3, even on this possession with his quick release, bucket. He also looks pretty comfortable making plays out of the pick and roll. Great job here, using his body to shield the ball from the defender and finish. Another example of the teaching point from earlier, as a guard, once you start to get downhill, and like you see here, there are 4 sets of eyes on you, that ball has to go or you're going to force a tough shot. Good job by Simeon understanding where he is on the floor and his size advantage, creating the space and knocking it down. As I said earlier, Simeon is pretty solid in transition, easily getting by most high school defenders, and at his size, he does a great job finishing at the rim. Here he is again in transition, pushing the pace, and when he realizes no one can stop him, easily getting to the rim for the and one.
Okay, so Simeon, like I said in the intro, before I even watched the clip of film, before I watched anything about him, did a deep dive into his game, I knew 3 things. 1, and this is all because he's from New Jersey. 3 things I knew. 1, this is a tough, hard-nosed guard. He's going to get after it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really going to have to worry about or watch for clips of lack of intensity of him, oh, he's just being lazy on this play. I'm not really going to have to worry about that. 2, creativity. He's going to have a little bit of, you know what I'm saying? He's going to have some stuff to him, because he's probably used to playing outside where you have to be creative because people are trying to foul you and take your head off every single play. So you got to be creative to get the space to get your shots off, things like that. Number 3, I knew he was going to be a bucket. I probably already knew that because he was a 5-star, already had a 5-star rating. But still, just knowing where he's from, there are many guards, especially from up north. You got Jelly for the whole Jelly fam, nasty, all buckets, can go get one, killing to this day, killing. They counted out JQ, Alabama killing. You got Jelly fam, Jay Walker, I think that's what his name is. He was at Tulane. I think he's at UAB now with one of my boys I used to play with. You got Nas Reed still getting off. I think Isaiah Washington going to play pro. So dudes from up there, buckets and they know how to get it. But let's get into Simeon's game, right? Offensively, like I said earlier in the beginning, also, he is probably around 6'4", probably not 6'3". He looks probably about 6'4", getting towards 6'5". Like I said, he is young. And if you guys didn't notice in these EYBL games, Simeon is class of 2023 playing 17U. So he's playing up against higher competition because what do I say all the time on this channel? Iron sharpens iron. Him and his camp probably realize, yeah, if I play lower, probably won't be able to, it's probably not going to get me better. But if I play, these top players day in, day out that are older than me, I'm going to improve at a faster rate. Next thing you know, I'm about to shoot up these rankings. So with him, offensively, he kind of looks a little bit, when I'm watching, I'm like, okay, this kind of looks kind of like how Nick Smith was in terms of the way they just know where their spots are in the mid-range, get to it, and knock it down. Like, it's not really, they know exactly where they're going. So with Simeon, transition, I'm coming down. Okay, in and out cross, I'm getting right to the mid-range. Knockdown. I throw it to the mid-post. It comes back out. Okay, I'm not going to play with it. The defender's not there. I'm getting to my spot. Knockdown. He gets it. This was a couple weeks ago. He gets it on the post, mid-post, a little bit off. Okay, I got a size advantage. Let me just take one dribble, get my space off because he can't block it because he's smaller than me. He can't really affect my shot. I'm going to get to it. It's knockdown. Like, I love players like this because it's so technical. And as you can see in the league, even though they try to say the mid-range game is dead, there's a pretty popular quote in the basketball community. If you work, the mid-range jumper is a layup. And that's the truth. That's the truth. This is why some of the best scorers in the league, KD, Jason Tatum, DeMar, all these players that are killing and continue to kill, they have mid-range game. Jordan, Cole, even Bron started to add it into his game because once you can hit that mid-range consistently, it's not much many people can do to stop you, right? So with Simeon as well, with that mid-range, he can also shoot that three, and it gets off pretty fast. So as you saw in the video, he has no problem if somebody's contesting on him and he has some size at the guard position, especially, in the AAU setting when every day in, day out, you might not get a 6'6" guard going against you. He's getting that shot off pretty much every single time, and it looks clean. It comes off fluidly. It's a bucket. I didn't really see a lot of him driving. Granted, he was playing bigger players. He is playing up. But in terms of like reads when he is driving in the lane, like I showed you, he does have times where he'll get tunnel vision on the rim. He might not see, even though when he was even when he was in transition, he did make the and-one lay. His teammate was like wide open, or like he was driving when he was in the EYBL game. He has 4 pairs of eyes on him, four. And you're like, when you see somebody shift, that pass has to go, especially when you have size like that was in the paint. Going to be a block shot. The same thing when he tries to do a floater over the big and his teammates right there, that has to be a drop off, especially right now where it looks like that isn't probably the most confident part of his game. You definitely have to start to look to your teammates, because you still have to work on scoring over taller players because you are still younger, so you're still going to add that into his game. Defensively, like when most of the top players, I say all the time, now he does have intensity, things like that, but I didn't really see a lot of him like really like selling out, getting in the passing lanes. Yeah, he was hustling. Yeah, he was standing in front of his man, but nothing like, some of the past guys where it was like, dang, he getting that's still not, like I was saying, not saying he's not playing defense, but it just wasn't, anything crazy. But just offensively, he's literally just one of those players where he knows what he can do. He knows where his spots are. He knows where he needs to get to on the court, and there's not many people that can stop him from getting there. And at his size, it's going to be big time because it's going to be really hard to stop him, especially in high school because he has, I think maybe 2 more years of high school to play. So in high school, there's not going to be many guards that can stop him at all just because of his size and his skill level, kind of like with Nick Smith. They just get to their spot, they're raising up, and more times than not, it's a knockdown jumper. I really like his game. I like the way he moves on the court. I like his fluidity. Everything just looks easy. I was saying the only thing I really think he needs to work on is just making the reads. Someone steps up, I got to make this drop-off pass. If I'm driving right, the dude comes off the corner, it's got to go. I understand. Or like the press break, with all my young guards, I know you think you can break the press, but as you get older, like I said, when you ascend in the level of basketball, you're not going to be able to do that. Players are getting bigger, faster, stronger. They can move with you. So you're going to have to use that pass to break the press. But all in all, I think this is a really good basketball player. Number 12 in the ESPN 60. Let me see who else is above him. Obviously, because we've already done a couple in 2023. Obviously, DJ at the top. Rob. We got Mikey 1 slot above him. Who else? What other guards? I think, those are the 3 guards in that top 12. We got Caleb Foster right below him, so we got to do his breakdown as well. He's also listed as a point guard. So we're going to get to him. But as I said before, we're going to start to get into this 2023 class so I can come with this top 10. I know you guys have been looking forward to it. Like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Appreciate you guys watching. For the subscriber breakdowns, they can post it on the channel with everybody else, and then with one-on-one instruction to work on your game. Hit the website, book me on there. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys next time with the next video.